Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ah,
We're gonna start this thing. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Three,
Let's do
two,
it.
1. Hey, West Coast Ramble, are you out there, folks? Good to see you. We can't see you, but we assume you're there. Say hello to our good friend, Big Sandy.
hello, good
And,
friends.
yay! And our good friend, Paul. Say hello, Paul. What?
Hello, Paul. How
Ah,
you
Hello,
guys
Paul.
doing, West Coast Ramblers? Happy to be back another Sunday with you, rambling it up.
that's right, sir.
And don't forget, we have our host with the most. Say what's up to Tom.
That's right. That's me here. And I'm happy to be here because you know why, friends? Because let's talk about this show, what's going on. You know, it's hot and cold, and if you don't understand what that means, it means that we have a show, like when you go to a festival, okay? Because I know a lot of you guys go to music festivals, and let's see, you pay for the money, you get the ticket, get the hotel room. But the first thing you see when you get there, there's a bunch of cars out in the front of the parking lot. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I wonder if people miss that. Then you walk into the venue and then you see some really nice dressed people. And I'm thinking, I wonder if people miss that as they're at home in their sweats. And then after that, you go into there and you see some great music playing live, you know? And no one has done that for about a year. And so I thought to myself, you know, why don't let's bring all those elements together here for an hour and we can sort of enjoy it virtually, right? Does this sound like a good idea to you, Big Sandy?
It sounds like an excellent idea. But then again, what do I know?
Well, actually, Big Sandy, you know a lot, and you want to know why because you've hosted several of these festivals. What did you think so, sir?
Yeah, I've done quite a few over the years. Yeah, something I never thought I would end up doing, but now I'm sort of like on that the short list of people who get called to do that sort of thing, and I really enjoy it. For me, it's a great way to. For me, I like to be behind the scenes and talk to some of the artists that I look up to, and it's a good way just to mix with them a little bit before they go on stage. You get a good side stage view of their performance, and yeah, I do like to be behind the scenes a little bit though. So I like that part of it.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, almost every festival I've been to, and I don't really go to a lot of them, but there's usually Big Sandy on the mic there, and he's up all night. One time we saw him in Green Bay, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning when we got there, and he had like a hamburger that he never ate because people kept talking to him. I don't know if you remember that. You're all, I got to talk to everybody, but I haven't had a chance to eat and stuff. So I mean, like, it seems like it's a grueling thing, which you like it, you know.
You should mention that. I still have it right here.
Okay. Hey, and Paul, you're a kind of guy that goes to festivals all the time. What was the last one you went to, sir?
Well, I think as a spectator, it's probably Ink and Iron at or the Nashville Boogie in 2016, and the Ink and Iron in 2015 are some of the last ones I went to. Of course, I'm always humbled and honored to be playing. I played, 3 Vivas before the shutdown, so that was pretty cool. But here's a picture of me at the 2015 Ink and Iron, where Ink and Iron went to die, unfortunately, out in Nashville. But it was a really good time, and that particular day, I was turned on to quite a bunch of awesome bands. I saw the Hot Cover Cowtown for the first time. I saw the Tremors for the first time, and that is Slim Perkin on the upright bass there. And actually, he is playing, they call that the Shithouse bass, and it was originally made for Mark Robinson of the legendary Shack Shakers. He had me on the first virtual episode like this, and actually, he sold it to Slim. And in 2020, Lloyd helped me buy that actual bass. But all the way back in 2015, before I even knew it was a King, and it was made, by Jason Burns and all that cool stuff.
You played that in our Deluxe Brother video. That was the same bass you had.
Yes, sir.
Good looking
bass.
It's
the same bass in the new Deluxe Brothers video, indeed. And it's sitting in the background of the Kiss and Make Up video for Abby Girl and the Real Deal. But I saw that bass back then, and I was like, damn, that's one of the coolest basses I've ever seen. I talked to him after the show, and come to find out, he knew my new friend Jason, who I just met in 2014, and I just started working for Blast Cold around then. So it was pretty cool. And then another small world. I ran into Jimbo and the Reverend Horton Heat and got to see them. And there was a bunch of it was one of the last shows Merle Haggard was set to play. He didn't actually play though, because the promoters of Ink and Iron did not pay him in cash, and he insisted on being paid in cash.
Oh.
And with that, the Reverend Horton Heat ended up being the headliner of that particular event. They closed the show with Honky Tonk Man, and it was a really good. It was an awesome festival, and later that night, I saw Hillbilly Casino for the first time. There's some cool cars. I'm not sure what that particular car is, but it caught my eye.
Well, we have an expert on the show who will tell us later on.
What's funny, you mentioned that
there. Right before we get in, right there is Fats Kaplan and Jeff Fireball. Like I said, I saw Hillbilly Casino just a little later that evening. It was the first time I saw Danny B. Harvey and Annie Marie Lewis as well at the Ink Iron. So a lot of people I'm still friends with this today, and most of them we've had on this show. And I wouldn't have met them if it wasn't for that 2015 Ink and Iron.
Yeah, you bet, man. Lots of festivals. And a big Sandy, you were going to say something, sir.
When you mentioned the story about Merle Haggard, it just reminded me, just a little bit of trivia, because that about Merle Haggard always insisting on being paid in cash, and Johnny Cash always insisted on being paid in Haggards.
Why do you're always throwing the stuff around like that, sir? Hard to catch up with you, sir. Okay, friends. Now, let's lock us all in here, friends, because here's what's going to happen. We got two guests here that are experts, and you know who they are. We've got someone talking about hot stuff, which is cool dressed people. We consider that hot. And then we got cool cars, which we consider cool, and we got a friend who is expert in cars. So we're bringing you two experts with this. Combine that with a little bit of music from these guys, and we got a full festival for you guys. Let's bring out our guests here. Here we go. Here is our person who's bringing out our best dressed. She's an expert in dress, and you know her already. It's Shannon Mac. Everyone say hello. Smack a hand for Shannon Mac.
Hey.
Hello.
Shannon.
Yeah.
I missed you. Did you miss me?
More than I can say.
Okay, and then now we've got another guest here, as someone who knows a lot about cars. Please smack a hand for Axel.
Hey.
Okay. Let me lock this in here. Okay, great. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, friends. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about cars, and here's how it works. Our whole show is kind of predicated on people talking about stuff. Hey, look, here's Kenny. Hey, Kenny. I don't know what that means. Smoking.
He's
Good
hot,
morning.
is what he's saying.
He's hot. Oh, he's hot. He's hot, not cold. He's hot and cold. Okay. And Maxwell says no. I don't know what that means. But we're gonna go ahead and start talking about. Oh, Max says I do know what. Okay, we're gonna find out, friends. We're gonna start our. It's not a competition, friends. We just want to see what's hot and what's cool. And both of these guys are experts right here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to show up, or we're going to bring up Shannon. You go first. You're going to talk about who is like the hottest dressed person, okay? So that we could kind of say, man, I just walked in the festival and there's some good looking dressed people and I want to, tell us about it. So here we go. Here we go. Let's bring in Shannon Mac in her, there she is. Shannon Mac, who are you going to share with us?
Well, I think I misunderstood the assignment because you're talking an awful lot about what people are wearing, and in some of my photos, people aren't even wearing clothes.
What?
Hey! I'm just all about the hot people. So, first up, I went for the cliche. I went in for the kill with Marilyn Monroe.
Okay, she's right here. There's Marilyn Monroe. Ooh, my goodness.
Oh, and isn't she the hot of the hot? Oh, I am nuts for what she is wearing. If we are going to put some emphasis on the fashion, I am nuts for a high-waisted short and a crop top like that. She looks absolutely simply dusted, darling. Coming in at 5 foot 5 inches, 35 by 22 by 35, 36D. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Marilyn Monroe. Miss Marilyn's also a Gemini. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and there's been a few upgrades to this particular model. Upgrades to the chin, tip of the nose, possible breast injections as well. Take a good look, ladies and gents, at the hot of the hot, Miss Marilyn Monroe.
Oh.
Hell
Yay.
yeah.
Let's see what the people have to say about this. Let's see comments coming in. I've been working on my 63 Rambler. Well, what does that have to do with anything?
That's code talk. Come on, Tom. Get with it. Get with it, Jackson.
I see that Uncle Anton wants jokes.
Oh, why thank you, Raven. This is a Collectif London sweater. You know, you and your British obsession. You'd like this one.
Oh, so Raven is actually he's from the UK. Did not know that.
He is not, but he is an Anglophile. And he has spent a lot of time there. He
likes the British things in life.
Oh. Okay. Oh, and Kenny says she's no 3060. I don't know what that means, Kenny. You're an expert in such things.
So that's Marilyn's measurements. Supposed measurements.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Kenny, for sending the frames and your true colors. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Hold on a sec. I'm a little bit discombobulated here.
You've been upgraded, Tom.
Okay, hold on a second. Here, let's forget this here. Let's go back to live. Let's get rid of this. Oh my goodness. Now we're back. Hey, Axel, how you doing down there, sir?
Great. And I have to agree with Kenny on the 36Ds.
What the fuck?
And you happen to be an expert in this. Is that what you're saying here?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's see if you can do any better, friends. Let's see. Where's Axel locked up in his pip? Here's Axel. Axel, what's the first car you got for us, sir?
All right, drum roll.
I don't have a drum roll. There we go. There we go. And boom.
Okay, well, this is a 1932 Ford 5-window coupe. The 32 Ford is the quintessential hot rod. It's a little side note, was filmed at the photo shoot was done at Rod's Liquor in Old Town Orange. I know Robert remembers that place. That's where we bought beer every Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah.
But I'm a little biased here, okay? This is my old car. I built this car from scratch. It chopped 4 inches. It had a 450 horsepower Pontiac motor in it with a Muncie 4-speed, a 9-inch Ford rear end with 411 gears. And it was done in a authentic late 50s, early 60s style build. So that's the first car. 32 Ford 5-window coupe.
Man, that's killer. Comments coming in on the car. Friends, what do you say? Oh, they're still talking about Maryland? Come on now. Okay, well, I like that car. Now, Axel, we did American Graffiti, correct? And,
and so this is the same exact year, make, and model as the Graffiti coupe, the John Milner coupe.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And the same dropped axles and all that same. It looked
That's
just
right.
like it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, this car in March of 2001. Was it 2001? Yeah, 2001. I was lucky enough and fortunate and blessed to grace the cover of Rod and Custom magazine with this car.
Oh God, dude! How long does it take you to?
Man.
How long does it take you to do that kind of thing? Is that like a 6-month deal, or what is that?
It depends. You know, people ask that all the time, and the honest answer is it depends on how nice of a build you make a car. Something like this, where the frame is painted, everything is chrome plated. What you have to do is essentially build the car, have everything welded and mocked up, and then blow it apart and paint and/or chrome everything, and then put it back together a second time. So that takes longer. A car like this, you know, you could be looking at a couple years.
Whoa! All right. Thank you, Axel. Now we're going back live. We'll do it live. Okay, Shannon. Well, that was pretty exciting, friends. Shannon, you got another good-looking person for us to take a look at? I'm really excited about this.
I sure do.
Okay, hold on.
Now.
Let me get Shannon's pip. There we go, Shannon. We're ready.
Look at me in a bubble. This is fun. This is fun. Can we do this every show? Goodness, Tom, look at me in a bubble.
If that's what you dig.
I do. I kind of like it. Now, I did not build this one, but let me show you a gentleman whose birthday suit is tailored for the god. Oh,
Come on.
oh.
Shannon, we said we wanted clothes. Come on, and this guy he's holding a shirt.
I told you, I misunderstood the assignment.
Hey, even I'd rather look at that though than a
Look
car.
at it. Did I deliver hot or what? Now, Paul Newman. 5'9", 180 pounds. Ladies, are you ready? The chest comes in at 44 inches, the waist 34. And darlings, that bicep is a marvelous 16 inches around. He's an Aquarius, dark brown hair and blue eyes, and his favorite food happens to be frozen pizza. He's the kind of man you can bring
You
home.
can tell
to
that
mama.
by.
One bite, everybody knows the rules.
Well, Kenny says he's stoked about it.
Oh, hey, yes. and Dan Keegan likes my bubble. Bubble.
Okay, any comments on Paul Newman here? Donna Schaefer says, I guess
He has a good name.
Yeah, okay. Paul, okay, yeah, he's got a good name. Well, thank you very much, Shannon. And I guess you got that fan because it's getting a little hot under the collar.
It's getting hot in here. Well,
So
this
hot.
is a fun assignment, Tom. Thanks.
Oh, wait, also a 36D. Okay. There we go. All right.
Ooh, you know it, darling.
With the emphasis on the D.
Oh, stop. Yeah, very, very good, Mr. Big Sandy. Thank you very much for your commentary, sir. Oh, we're going back to Axel.
You know,
Axel-
Tom, all I can say about Paul Newman is great salad dressing, and he was a diehard car guy in race cars. So there's that.
All right.
And, well, that leads us to the next thing here. Maybe you're an expert in other cars. Axel, what do you got
Yeah.
for us?
He's an expert on tossed salad, apparently.
Oh, what's the matter with you? What's the matter with you, Big Sandy?
Hardly anything.
All right, let's get this car going.
Oh, I love it.
What do you got here, Axel?
All right. This car influenced me as a kid. So we talked about American Graffiti at the last show, and I just want to touch on something. Because of the unexpected popularity of American Graffiti, TV producers scrambled literally to come up with something. And this is what they came up with. Exactly a year after American Graffiti aired, this was a car and a movie called The California Kid. It starred Martin Sheen, and I think it was on CBS, time TV program. And it came out in 1974. The star car right here, I'm going to be building a car like this summer. It's a 1934 Ford three-window coupe built by famous builders Pete and Jay. And Martin Sheen did a great job. He kind of had like a James Dean, style look about him. And this car is just badass.
Yeah. All right,
To
man.
me, Martin Sheen has never been cooler than in that flick. I think you're right about that. He totally pulled off the James Dean vibe 100%. I thought he was really good.
Yeah. Oh, cool, man. I never. There we go. I never heard about that movie. I'm kind of out of it. What is that called?
Yeah.
The California Kid?
Yeah, it was like you said, a TV movie. So maybe you can catch it online now. But
Yeah.
during that period, like we talked about after American Graffiti, when the whole nostalgia thing was happening, that just reinforced it for a lot of us. It was like, wow, that was cool. Like what it defined what it was to be cool, like to a young mind.
Yeah, I guess Billy Gibbons loved it. He loved the movie. All right, cool.
Yeah, so he loved that car and the movie so much that inspired him to have the Eliminator coupe, the red 34 coupe with the ZZ stripes on the side.
Oh, yeah.
That's all about because of the California Kid coupe.
Oh, right on. Oh, I just learned something.
Yes, transmissions and oil changes.
Oh, so you're an expert in that, are you, Shannon Mac? Let's talk about it.
Ratchet sets.
Stop that, Miss Mac. Stop that, please.
Okay, I have this marvelous Italian model for us to look at the undercarriage. Wink, wink. Thanks for the terminology, Tom.
Hey, come on.
Here we have Sophia Loren. Oh, my. Sophia Loren, she measures in at 38 by 24 by 38. Baba, boom. She's a 5'9" beauty, 38C. Red hair, dyed. Hazel eyes, like yours truly. See, we have so much in common, don't we? Her favorite food, big surprise, is pasta. And she also happens to be an ex-girlfriend of the next person I'm going to talk about, but I'm not going to tell you who yet.
Oh, surprise.
Oh.
She's a Virgo, and I am just gagging on her sensuality. Sophia Loren.
Yes.
Yay!
And being a product of her time, she also had a Billy Gibbons beard.
Oh.
That part.
Oh, hey, there we go. Ah, that's good. So, friends, okay, we're moving right along. So that leaves us with Axel. Are we on car number 3 for Axel? Is that what we're going to do? Let's do it.
But speaking of Sophia Loren, how many of you remember that picture of Jane Mansfield hunched over the table next to Sophia Loren?
Oh, and what happened?
My cover
The
photo.
look.
Oh,
Yeah, the look. Robert knows the look.
Okay. Well, maybe one of us could look that up on the internet so we could bring that up in 30 minutes, in 30 seconds. Here we go.
Type in those two together on Google. I'm sure that picture will pop up. No pun intended.
All right.
I'll work on
Okay.
it.
Wait, we already did Shannon. Sorry, Shannon. We're going back to Axel. There we go. Axel gets a smaller bubble. Okay, Axel, we ready? Car number 3 coming up. 3, 2, 1. Ooh.
Okay, so I'm building a car like this, just like this in the garage. This is has been one of my ultimate dream cars. The 1963 to 1967, we technically call it a C2 Chevy Corvette Stingray. This happens to be the 67 model. It's the most stylish and the fastest of all the early Stingrays. It's all fiberglass. It's got the big 450 horse 427 tri-power 3 car with the Muncie 4-speed. It's a very light car with that huge motor. Pardon the French, but they haul ass. And it's just a sexy, sexy looking machine in my point of view.
Man. So where do you live and where could I find this car?
It's going to be the same color. That's why I found this on the internet. And that white stripe, by the way, is called a Stinger.
Oh, dig it, man.
Ah.
So
Very solid.
Man, yeah. All right. Yeah, Bob Powell's digging it.
Yeah, he is. Bob knows his machines.
Yeah, man. Cool. Side pipes. There you go, Shannon. You can use that term.
That's another one. All right.
I got the pick.
All right. Oh, you got the pick. Big,
Yeah.
okay, hold on a second. Let's go back to Big Sandy. Hold on. Oh, get rid of the car. All right, Big Sandy, what do you got there, sir?
Should be on my screen.
Oh, hold on a second. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's locked. Hold on. I got to work my system. Stand by, guys. Here we go. And there we go. There we go. And this is locked too. Hold on a second. I can do this. Sorry, guys.
Screwing up the
Okay.
Hey, Big
Tom.
Sandy.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. All right. So, Sophia, I got you. Copy that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that happens.
Did it on purpose.
Yeah, I don't know if that ever has it ever happened to any of us? Probably not.
Yeah, in elementary.
Stop that. Okay, guys. All right, guys. Oh,
Nice.
matches my lipstick. Oh, the car. She's talking about the car. Okay. Okay. Hey, and Kenny was asking earlier about my 55 Ford pickup truck. Man, those were good times. I'll have to show a picture of that. There was a picture of our band in the 55 Ford pickup truck. That was the car that got away. Yes, Kenny, it was the car that got away.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Do you cry about it before bed?
No, I don't. You know, we had our son, and I felt like these are steel dashboards, and if we smash our heads against this dashboard in an accident, that would be bad. So we we sold it and got a 78 Bronco, and then I felt bad about selling the 78 Bronco, but we'll talk about that some other time.
And then you just got rid of another pickup.
Yeah, that's right. I know. I just sold my pickup to a guy named Axel, who's going to do a better job on it than I did. But anyways, let's get back to where we at. Shannon, are you next?
Yes.
Oh
my turn. Put me back in my bubble, Tom.
You're back in your bubble. All right, McShannon, are we on number 4? Yes, we are. Coming up.
Bubble.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, I know. I'm done. I'm sorry. Okay, so.
Applauso.
Friend's ex-boyfriend is Cary Grant.
What?
I know. So she and Cary Grant totally had a thing, and now they're exes. You know, it happens. Look at the only thing better than a man in a suit is a man in a tux.
Whoa.
The only thing better than a man in a tux is Cary Grant in a tux.
Oh.
Look it.
Wow.
Like,
yeah, just really.
I know, isn't it? Oh, he's dashing. 6 foot 1 inches, 180 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes. He's a Capricorn, and he has the most adorable legal name, Archibald Leach.
Really?
Isn't that cute?
I did not know that.
And are you ready for a cup of tea?
Oh.
Supposed bisexual.
What?
Mm-hmm.
He was a custom car commando, are you saying?
Oh.
A custom car commando.
I don't know what that means, but all right, so be it. He was a former acrobat too. I don't know if maybe that played into it.
Circus performer.
Oh, right, okay.
You know, people in tights. Who know? I don't know.
Oh,
Still hot.
George Clooney. Is he the modern day Cary Grant, George Clooney?
Yeah, he does okay. I would not kick him out of bed.
Oh, okay, all right.
That bed right there. That very
Furious
bed.
fan waving.
All right, stop. Okay, you're getting everyone all worked up here now. Now let's take a look at some cars now. Axel, we're on car number 5. No, number 4, right? Axel, car number 5. Let's bring in Axel. Here we go. Number 4. Here we go.
I don't know what car this is.
I know. Here we go. Number 4 coming in 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, no, that's not yours.
No, it's not a car.
Oh, the judge.
Come on.
Hey, I know that one.
Okay, I've got a lot to say about this. So,
Go
a
on.
lot of people who know me, they figure there's this hot rod guy that likes 32 Fords and Mercuries, but I have an eclectic, real range and taste of machines, and they go from the 20s to, the early 70s. I love my hot rods and customs, but I love sports cars and 60s muscle cars. I owned a car just like back in the 80s when they were obtainable, but they're no longer obtainable. Anyway, the Pontiac GTO was the most famous, most popular car of the 1960s. In the late 60s,
baby.
there was a TV program produced by comedian Roland Martin. The TV program was called Laugh-In.
Yep.
And it starred a mile-long list of actors and comedians: Ruth Buzzy, Goldie Hawn, Gary Owen, Flip Wilson, Sammy Davis Jr. And in this TV series, Laugh-In, there was these periodic skits with Sammy Davis Jr. where he dressed like a judge, and he'd come up to the stage and go, "Here come the judge. Here come the judge."
Yeah.
So that became a real thing in the late 60s. John DeLorean at the time was head engineer for Pontiac, and he decided to have an option of the GTO called the Judge, named after the TV skit Laugh-In with "Here Come the Judge" and Sammy Davis Jr. And the car became synonymous with, just being a little crazy for the times. The loud orange color, which Pontiac called carousel red, the Judge decals, the stripe, the rear spoiler. It had a huge high horsepower Ram Air 400 Muncie 4-speed transmission. It was a fast car, and now these cars bring $100,000 easily. Yeah. It's just a mean looking machine.
Yeah, I work with this dude, and he's got a car, Big Chief, out of Oklahoma. He's got the Judge, and he's got turbos and stuff in that thing. It's a bad car, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right, so there we go. So that's the Judge. One car left for Axel. Thank you very much. Now we're going back to.
That was originated by Pigmeat Markham, by the way. That Here Come the Judge thing. That was part of his act.
Really?
No, Davis Jr.
Yeah, comedian. Yeah, just some trivia.
Wow.
I had a car that color too.
You did?
I don't think you ever saw it. I had a '69 Mustang fastback that was that color with a black stripe.
Oh.
But it was that color of orange though.
When did you have that, Robert?
It was my very first car.
Oh, because when I met you had the '56
I had a
Chevy.
56. That was my second car.
Yeah, we thought that was cool.
That's my favorite Mustang.
Oh,
It was too fast of a car for a first time driver. It was.
That reminds me of like my older brother. My dad was an auto mechanic, and he had an El Camino at 396 Super Sport in that thing. He took it out and put a 350 in it because he thought it would be too fast for my brother. Ruined the car. Oh well. Anyways, Shannon, what do you think about all this car talk?
Yes.
All right, Shannon. Who you got for you're number 4, right?
No, I think this is my grand finale.
Grand finale going in 3, 2, 1.
Hey.
The lusciousness that is Vampira. Some also know her as Mila Nurmi. She does also happen to have a brand new biography that's coming out very soon called Glamour Ghoul, and I pre-ordered that today, and I'm very excited about it, and so it's just so fitting that I chose her for this. Let's take a look at these measurements on this particular chassis, shall we? You like that terminology? See? Tying it with the cars. Oh, okay. Thanks, people. You're welcome. 38, 19, 36. 19-inch waist.
No way.
19. Now, we're not going to discuss the body modification, the horrible things she had to do to herself to fit into that dress.
My goodness.
But 19 inches.
Couldn't breathe.
Of course.
5'6", 123 pounds. Black wig. There's blonde hair under there and blue eyes. She was a wonderful friend of James Dean, who we were talking about earlier. They both had this very strange obsession with death. And she was also a Sagittarius. She didn't like snakes because they eat spiders, and she's very fond of spiders. And she does like children because they're delicious.
Oh, get out. Oh.
She is the hottest of the hot to me.
Well, there was a famous headline that she was James Dean's Black Madonna.
Ooh, I like that. I haven't heard that one.
Wow. People keep saying corset. So, is that how they did it?
You know, there was I read and who knows, you know, you can't believe everything that you read on the internet. So I am hoping to find out more in the book that's being released by her niece. But from what I understand, she would put some sort of like a meat tenderizing poultice that would like skin wasting. And that would help get her down. She would sit in a steam box for hours the day of the show to get into the dress. She'd starve herself.
Oh
I'm sure there was a corset supporting her, but you know,
yeah.
Beauty is pain.
Kenny can't believe it up in Idaho. He can't believe it. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, believe it, Kenny. All right, here we go. Let's smack a hand for that was Shannon Mac and her beautiful people. All right, now we're going back to. Now we got our last one, Axel. Let's swing for the fences on this one, sir. What kind of car? What kind of car you got going for us? Stand by for Axel's pip. There's Axel, and coming up, 3, 2, 1, boom. Oh
this
my!
Car. Where do I begin? Oh. All right, so this is known as the Hirohata Merc. So this started life as a 1951 Mercury coupe. In 1953, a gentleman by the name of Bob Hirohata just got out of the Navy, had been saving his money, went to the famous Barris brothers, George and Sam Barris, and said, customize this car. I want to take it to the Indianapolis Motorama. And the Barris brothers said, when is that? And they said, 3 months from now. They had 90 days to take a stock Mercury and do this to it. Okay, that in and of itself is amazing. They did it in 3 months. It is inarguably the most famous custom car of all time. It still exists today, as you can see in the photograph. It's been fully restored. A gentleman, a friend of mine, so his name, he just passed away, Jim McNeil. He lives in the city of Orange, California. In 1959, he was in high school. He was going down Atlantic Boulevard in Linwood, and this car was sitting in a used car lot for like $800. And his girlfriend's father at the time loaned him the money to acquire the car, and it's been with the family ever since. It just won Best in its class at Pebble Beach, Concours d'Elegance, which is a very prestigious thing at Monterey Bay, where high-end cars built. And they just started allowing hot rods and custom cars. And it just made the National Historic Vehicle Register and was on display in Washington, D.C. So it's a very prestigious car. And I proudly, nominate this in my top 5 dream cars.
Wow, man, that's pretty cool.
Mo Howard had one.
Mo Howard had one?
Yes, but it wasn't a. No. What is that? A hero? What is it?
Hirohata Merc.
No. Mo's was a Waiata Merc.
Why do you always make jokes, Big Sandy?
What else am I going to do here? You're not giving me much to do here today, other than joke.
I know, and so let's all smack a hand for our friends here, for Shannon and for Axel. And so you're talking about jokes. Does anyone want to hear some jokes? Did you want to try and throw in a couple jokes before we get started with our music segment of the show? Let your comments be known.
Me in the beginning.
I don't know any clean jokes.
Seriously,
I
Google.
didn't
I think I mentioned like 2 or 3 times that Uncle Esteban wanted jokes.
I know.
Yes, that's my uncle, by the way, Theo.
Okay.
He asks me every time, when is he going to do more jokes? Please tell some jokes, so I'll stop. I'm not hearing the end of it from him. Please.
Okay, now, hey, since we have Axel here, and he's the only...
No, really, he keeps paging me. Okay. Please.
Okay, here's what we're going to do, friends. We're going to do some jokes, but right now, you got 1 minute to rack up your jokes while I talk to Axel about the rhythm collision. Axel, hold on a second. Let me go here.
Oh, they're
I like the rhythm collection. That should be your next one.
Axel, rhythm collision. Are you going to let us do jokes at your next rhythm collision?
Absolutely. We got all the time in the world to do that.
And when is the next rhythm collision? What's the deal with this whole thing? Is it going to happen?
Yeah, we did sign a contract, and we're a go for it, man. We're going to do it the first weekend or second weekend of January. I think it's January 7th, 8th, and 9th, 2022. By then, everybody should have had their vaccines, and this crap should be way behind us. So there you go.
Man, that's cool. Hey, just a dumb question. You pick any bands? Just one?
Well, I haven't rehired everybody, but I was just planning on doing with everyone that I hired that was supposed to play, a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
With, the Go-Getters being one of the headliners.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
What's that? What's that?
Oh, just
Kenny
looking at
went to
Kenny's.
Moondog again. What do you say, Robert?
I say we have do another Moondog show, and they can fire me right in the middle of the set.
Why would we do that? I don't understand that.
Keep me off the stage.
All right. Well, thanks.
We could do the Moondogs and then the Russ and Strings.
Oh, hey, let's get Quinn out there. Quinn? Yeah, Quinn. All right. Enough of
Robert is commenting, so I don't know. He's thinking.
this. Yeah, he's getting his jokes together. All right.
I'm under pressure here, you guys. And
I know. Hold on. Let me get my guitar and we'll see. Let's knock out a round of jokes here.
And Stacey Morris is mocking
All
Tom.
right.
Rhythm
I don't have anything
collection.
ready.
Rhythm what?
Let's read what Stacey Morris just put on there.
Rhythm collection.
Rhythm collection. Yeah. That's the one where you have the best of artists that you've had on each previous Rhythm Collision, and it's called the Rhythm
go.
Collection.
All right. Let me turn off my air conditioning so it's a little bit better. You know, friends, thanks for hanging out with us. And if anyone wants to donate to the thing here, it's going to help Shannon Mac get back from Chicago.
I know I'm stuck here with my cats.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, then.
Help me.
Who's going to go first on this?
I don't have anything. Go ahead, Paul.
Okay, Shannon Mac, you do
All
your.
right.
Well, let me turn my guitar down a little bit. I don't want to be too loud and overpower your jokes. This is going to be great. Shannon Mac,
I know, this first one's amazing.
actually, you could just sit on your hands not if you don't have a clean joke. All right, Shannon Mac.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Shannon.
What's going on?
Hey.
Now, what
Wayne
do
jokes.
you call a pig that does karate?
I don't know, Shannon. What do you call a pig that does karate?
A pork chop.
Okay.
Come on, guys. Let's bring up the bar.
Hey. No. Keep going. And before Paul, friends, I came empty-handed today, joke-wise, other than the ones that you already used. You have a joke for me? Text it to me right now. If you know my number, you know my number. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to start off with an easy one here. Shannon, what kind of a car does Yoda drive?
I don't know, Paul. What kind of a car does Yoda drive?
A Toyota.
Hey, I like the king with the voice.
Oh,
That's like,
look at it. I was texting a joke.
you
There
got
we
a
go.
joke.
Okay.
All right, Big Sandy.
What do Paul's car and guitar have in common?
I don't know, Big Sandy. What do my car and my guitar have in common?
He needs to give both of them a tune-up.
Oh man, come on
I
now.
don't know. That's not my joke. That's not my
Hey,
joke.
Big Sandy.
Yes.
Big Sandy. What do you call it when you get hit by a guitar truck?
What do you call it when you get hit by a guitar truck?
A fender bender.
I used to have a Fender guitar. I get it. Yeah.
Let's do. Hey, Big Sandy.
Yes.
How you doing? Why did the man get hit by a bike every day?
Why did the man... Help me, Paul. Why did the man...
Why did the man
get hit by a bike
every day?
Hit the bike?
every
Oh, no.
day?
Why did the man hit the bike every day?
Close. Why did the man get hit by a bike every day?
Okay. Why did the man get hit by a bike every day?
Are you married yet, Robert?
No, but... no. I was going to Cary Grant joke, but no, forget it.
Oh, man. I'm going to get Axel involved here. Axel.
Why did the man get hit by a bike every day?
He was stuck in a vicious cycle.
Oh, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
pretty good. There, gotta go.
Okay, last joke.
Yeah, last joke.
Okay, and there's jokes up here on the comments too. But okay, this was from Dan Keegan.
Dan Keegan.
It's in a different format though. Did you hear about the two guys that were busted for fighting over a pinup calendar?
You know what happened about the two guys that
No,
got
I
busted
didn't hear
fighting
about the
over
two
a...
guys. They were...
Over at Pinup
Are you
Calendar.
playing guitar or are you doing the jokes?
Well, I was helping because no one was saying anything.
No, here, let me rephrase it. What happened
Go.
what happened to the two guys who got busted for fighting over a pinup calendar?
I don't know what did happen to the two guys who got busted for fighting over the pinup calendar.
They each got 6 months.
Oh!
Anyone got one? Anyone got one last joke? Bob Powell, you're right. Last joke, yeah. Here we go. Okay, here we go.
All right. What kind of cars do chefs drive? Oh, I fucked it. Shit. Oh man, never mind.
I like when the joke itself contains both the setup, the punchline, and the groan. It's all inclusive.
Okay, Shannon Mac, save
what
us.
kind of car does a snake drive?
What kind of a car does a snake drive? So you...
An Anaconda.
I don't want Anaconda, son.
That's sizes and everything. Okay.
Okay, let's do last joke and get out of here.
Okay. Why? Anybody, feel free to participate. Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
I love that song.
Play along, Robert.
I don't know. Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels.
Hey!
That kind of goes with taco jokes. All right. Hey, and we have to mention Ali Ascot, who kept on chiming in with the jokes. What's the difference between a school teacher and a railroad train? The teacher says, spit your gum out. The train says, chew, chew. Ah! A bum approaches the man on the street and says, I haven't eaten in 10 days. The man replies, force yourself.
Oh, come on now.
I don't know if I get that one.
Okay. All right, friends. If that ends our, you know what? When you go to a festival, let's go over here. Let's get serious here for a minute. Oh, I'm locked. There we go. 1 second. I just got to learn how to work this thing. There we go. That's better. What the Hades? Okay, there we go.
Hey, please stop sending jokes.
Okay, friends. You know when you go to a festival, we did the good-looking people walking around with their shirts off, thanks Shannon, and then all the wonderful cars, but we also have music, and perhaps Big Sandy is a very shy and gentle man, but perhaps we can persuade him to sing a song for us. Yes.
All right. Yeah, give me a minute. Yeah. Talk a little bit. No, let me grab my guitar.
Okay. Right. Very good. And so as he goes on, we want to
thank. Tom, I got a question for you.
Okay, what's your joke? Keep it.
I have a question for you.
What?
I have a question for you.
Oh, sure. I don't know. I'm 54 years old. What do you mean?
Question for Robert too. So on the LA Rockabilly album, I bring this up because you had a song playing today promoting tonight's show.
That's right.
And it was Surrender.
Yeah.
The Shakin' Snake.
Shakin' Snakes. Yeah.
Did you ever see them back then? I never. That's one band on that album I never saw.
No, but Jeff Ross, who I played with a couple times, he was the guitar player in it.
Oh.
Did you know? And the bass player is John Jorgensen, who actually he was playing stand-up bass, but now he's a telemaster, and he actually plays with Elton John.
Wow.
He's that good of a musician. He's like one of the best guitar players in the country. He does Django like note for note. Like Jeff Ross said, he went to France to the Gypsy Festival, and the Gypsies, the only guy that they thought was worth their salt was John Jorgensen. Yeah, he was sitting there playing slap bass in '83 or whatever, '81 when that album came out, which was the best album, one of my favorite albums of all time.
Mine too.
Yeah. Tom, this jogs something in my memory, not from that far back, but weren't you part of that group of people that used to get together, or that doing like a Django kind of guitar
Yeah.
thing in Tustin. What was that?
Yeah, it was at the
I have
barn.
a recollection of that. Yeah, the barn. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I sucked back then. I mean, compared to everybody else, but it was cool to like learn from all those guys. There were some good players down there.
That was a great gathering of musicians there. Yeah.
Yeah, man. If this thing blows over, man, I'd sure like to start doing some of that jamming right in this particular studio. Get some guys in here, all kinds of good music, gypsy jazz, rockabilly, and maybe someone like this singing in our studio, or someone like this,
subtle.
someone like this singing in our studio, or someone like this. Yeah.
And we had been knocking ideas around. Anything developing on that front with possible live or possible guest musicians?
Well, thanks.
You mentioned the possibility recently.
Okay, friends. I was gonna wait till the end of the show to do that, but
Sorry.
Yeah, I got a big surprise. I got 2 new shows lined up for us.
Well, wait.
Yeah, I'll let you know at the end of the show. It's got a couple more songs. Then we'll get to the end of the show and let you know who we got lined up. It's going to be cool. So, Big Sandy, take it away, sir. What do you got?
Okay. Well, when this show was coming together this week, Paul and I were talking. Actually, I got in touch with Paul. Sometimes we'll huddle together and we'll talk. Away from our bigger group meetings, putting, as you can see, a lot of planning goes into the show, but we do work on it during the week. And I asked him, like, man, I didn't ask him. I just said, Paul, I'm not really quite sure what we're doing for this episode, because we knew that was going to be, the bulk of it was going to be Shannon Mac and Miss Mac and Axel. But I'm glad I asked him, because Paul said, well, Robert, since it's kind of, one of the topics is the cars, maybe you could do a song. And he asked me if I had anything car related. And I think there's only one song of mine that has anything to do with the cars in general. So he said, well, I told him that it was Lowdown, our song. And he said, well, just stand by with that song. Maybe that'll be a good one for you to do. So Paul, thank you for that suggestion. And I'll try it.
Hey.
It's a funny thing. After, going years and years, we're playing almost every night. The songs fall into a certain part of the brain, and they say, like, no matter how much time you take off, once you jump back in, it's like it's like riding the bicycle. But I tell you, for the lyrics, you got it, Dan Keegan. Yeah, Low Down. Well, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna have to think about this here. Let's see. Hopefully, I remember the words here. Well, there's a brand new fool, playing it cool. He seems to be the talk of the town. He drives a hot blood plate with custom license plates, and everybody calls him Low Down. He gets his kicks making time for the chicks, but lately he's been crossing that line. He hit on joints, moving on lost. Don't he realize both of them's mine? And Low Down, you better slow down. Let me tell you, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna let you know the meaning of pain. He's got loads of cash, he talks a whole lot of trash. He thinks his riding's smarter than mine. Well, if he's falling to drag this caddies out of the bag, I'm ready to grab me out of the life sign. I can't wait to meet that Johnny complete to get that little king of the road. He might be fast, but he's a greener than grass. I'll tell you, he's gonna get more. Hey, Low Down, you better slow down, or I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna let you know the meaning of pain. Here we go. Oh no! Feel free to clap your hands, stomp your feet, everybody. Oh, I messed up already. Oh no. I saw him today out on that new highway, flying like a shot from a gun. So I gave it the gas as he started to pass, 'cause I'll be down before I be outdone. Got on his trail, riding up on his tail, run like a rocket and fire. I shoved it in gear, took a look in the mirror. That's when I saw them flashing red lights. Hey, low down. Everybody sing, you better slow down. Or I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna let you know the meaning of life. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh. Then what happens? Donna Schaefer, no, it's not so good. Let's see. I can't even remember what happens. What happens next? La 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 la.
You both end up in jail.
Yeah, but I don't remember how it leads into that. See, I told you. Anyway, hey, all I can say is thank goodness this is, no, thank goodness this isn't live. Yeah, I honestly don't remember.
I love that.
No. Hey, slow down. You better slow down. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna let you know the meaning of life. Hey, low down. Hey, low down. Hey, low down. Hey, low down. Or I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna let you know the meaning of life. All right, we will just snip that little part out there.
Yeah. I remember, flashing red lights.
I love it, man.
Yeah. I should have had Allie Boy sing it, man. Rats. No, I'll call Ashley. It's been a long time since. Oh wow,
that was great, man.
No, it wasn't.
No. Don't you feel? You guys go for it, man. That's what I like about this live thing. You guys go for it, and we got a good show. And you know what, friends? I'd like to say we brought you. This is like you did not. Thank you for donating if you did. If not, you got a free show. You felt like you're in your room and you got to see cars, good-looking people, heard some music. You just went to a music festival right here on West Coast Ramble. Hey, I think that's a good idea, don't you? Hey, applauso. So, friends, you know what I got to say about that? Hold on, let's play some music in the background as we get out of here.
Thanks for having me, Tom.
Yeah, man. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to be here next week. And Axel, I want to let you know we got a show coming up that you might be interested in being a part of. But next week, if you can believe it or not, our good friends Johnny and Jaylene are going to be here in the studio. They're going to be in the studio with a full band.
And with a full Christmas tree.
No, with a full Christmas tree. No, not with Vampire. That was my mistake. Look at that. So anyways, they're going to get on the mic like that. I hear we got a full band coming in. That'll be Sunday night at 7. Johnny and Jaylene are going to be here. And we're going to see what happens in the live studio. They've all been tested for COVID, had COVID. And they give them a sticker, they mark on their forehead and on their wrist when they're free of COVID. That's what I hear. That's how you can buy and sell. But other than that, so, and then after that, this brings into you, where were you at, Axel? Axel. Guess what? Here's what I want to do. People have been suggesting the 80s Rockabilly show, and maybe Robert, Axel, and maybe our friend Kenny, I could bring him in, and maybe Jim Radzik, if he's available. And we're going to whip out some pictures and talk about 80s Rockabilly scene. We got to do that show.
We got to get Dan Riley in here, too.
Yeah, Danny, he can show us some woodworking he's been doing and some steaks he's been cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, I think that'd be cool, man. We got to hash it out and see what happened in the old days. And then after that, we'll bring Shannon Mac back in. Shannon, I want to smack a hand for you, young lady. Thank you very much for entertaining the people. Yay.
Thank you so much. It was a delight.
The people. Entertaining the people.
Those people.
And a cat.
Yeah. And I did want to say thank you. And thank you very much, Paul, for coming on down after you just jet lag and you came from Iceland, or where were you coming in from, sir? Paul.
Irving, Texas.
Oh, I don't feel so bad for you then. It was just
Texas.
Irving, Texas. Yeah. All right. Any last words before we get out of here?
Stop sending me the jokes, please. My phone keeps on blowing up.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys. Thanks a lot for showing. Yeah.
Next time, don't send me jokes. Send me the lyrics.
I'll send Robert that.
All right. Hey, and Dan Keegan, thank you very much for our graphics. And I'm going to put the graphic up here, and we are out. We'll see you next week on West Coast Ramble. See ya. Well, that was a fun show.
Time to be gone.
Oh, Donny Corey, what makes you sleep so sound? Well, the country robbers are coming. They're gonna tear your playhouse.